So, ladies and gents, T Mills here.
Nat. Newark. New Jersey. Newark, New Jersey. Else. The 973. Where the hell?
I mean, we started off, so that obviously, I mean, I know the video is viral, and still gotta ask, have you seen the, latest shooting, killing of an unarmed man up in Minnesota?
Yeah, Daunte Wright.
Yeah. So, what's your take on that video at this moment?
It was honestly very gruesome, very hard to even look at. But my take on what everybody's saying, it might be a little controversial.
Nah, it's your take. I mean, somebody can disagree with it, somebody can agree with it. I mean, everybody not gonna feel the same. We saw the video. By the way, from the last time we did speak on this incident, the officer has been charged
manslaughter.
executive man. Yeah. So I mean, so what do you have like?
Me, everyone is on Instagram, on media in general, is saying that she took out her gun on purpose to shoot him. I personally, in a headspace of when adrenaline is running, I don't did it on purpose, but I think she was very careful. I think that she let her adrenaline get to her and her depth perception of like where things are at. Best of her, and she took out her gun. Because in the video, you do hear her say taser, 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 which is what you're supposed to say when you take out your taser and tase someone. I don't think she did it purposely, but because I think that she didn't do it purposely, she still should get charged for murder, not manslaughter, murder. It was an act. Well, I think the stop was an act of racism. That I can't say because he was stopped for a tag that was expired, and when the commissioner of the police or the commander, whatever the freak he was, he said that he briefed his people about like anything that's expired, that you have to be patient, be a little more lenient with it because of the pandemic. So I think it was especially put, and I think she was, because I didn't even see in the video that he was like fighting back against her. Like he was just like confused as to what the hell was going on, and like forcibly she tried to use her power and then ended up shooting him. It's just a whole bunch of.
So yeah. So you mentioned it was the police chief. He basically during his interview. They asked him. It's well documented that a lot of people tags have been outdated due to the DMV I'm pretty sure that's where you get tags from. Yeah. Has been backed up because of COVID. So it's a fair point. Like how serious, or like how do you regulate that law? Because at the end of the day, everybody still need a tag. But if you can admit, and if y'all have the understanding that tags are right now backlog, and a lot of people tags aren't coming in on time, but then you are stopping people for it. So it's, I mean, if he says, oh yeah, we're, because in that interview, I don't think he said, like, he just said, oh yeah, we aware. He was like, we aware that tags are right now, but he never said like we did anything about it. So I
No,
feel like,
he didn't even take accountability. Like, did
yeah,
you, like, when they were telling him, are you sure you briefed your people about this? He was there like, yes. Like, you're just not trying to take the blame for it. Either did you really brief your people correctly, or you didn't? And are you training your cops to abide by what you're saying and about what was going on? Because if there's a pandemic going on, do you really think that people are going to stand online for 4 days just to get some tags? No. And I'm 100% sure if the person was white, she would have been like, oh no, it's fine, just make sure as soon as possible you can get that fixed. No, but, and mind you, he's half white. Daunte
and
Wright, his mother is white.
it's not what they see. They see that skin.
They see this
They see the skin color. So I'll ask you. I
darker.
have a question. Because you mentioned two things that obviously you mentioned manslaughter, which she's been charged for 2nd degree, and you mentioned murder. What's the difference in those two, and what would have been the max penalty on if it was a murder charge?
So, manslaughter, I can't really like go into like the definition. I can like give an example. Like, murder is could be like going to somebody's house and you dead or stab him dead. But manslaughter can be like you are driving and you don't see someone cross the road and you hit them and they die. So
So premeditated murder, like, I mean, I knew I was killing you.
it's
Yeah.
or like it can happen just there. But manslaughter is like it's not meditated. Um, it wasn't technically intentional.
So
Um,
in this instance, just her recklessness or her lack of training per se, even though she's been on the force for 20 plus years, just recklessly drawing your weapon instead of your taser. So yeah.
but I don't think it was incorrectly called. Why? Because she thought she had her taser. In law enforcement, you're always supposed to keep your taser and your weapon on two opposite sides. Why? So you up. When you take out your taser and you point your taser at someone and you shoot it out, the words that you're supposed to say are taser, taser, taser. She physically thought, hey, I have my taser in my hand. So she went by it correctly. She just didn't know she had her gun. It was her gun. No, the way she went about it of like saying the correct things, you're supposed to let somebody know, hey, I'm about to yes, she said, "Oh shit, I shot him. She shot him 3 times." So she was like, well, that's what the taser 3 times." Her listen, I'm not justifying what she did, but I'm saying adrenaline. Like she probably didn't even feel the first shot. After the third, mm-hmm, currently, yes. Mm-hmm. 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 You have to okay. When I was in the military because outside cops are different from military cops. Military cops are more like they're more structured. So you guys know that when you see security forces in the gate, you always see us with the vest, right? I always kept my taser on my chest, on my right side, but I also had my weapon on my left side. I mean, on my right side as well, but it was on wrapped around my leg because it was easier for me to grab out. Her taser, even though it was on the opposite side of her body, you need to, like, I'm not playing devil's advocate. Trust me, like, I'm all for her getting locked up and everything, but I understand what adrenaline is. When we went to Camp Bullis, and I had mop four, not mop four, forgot what they're called, where you get basically shot at with these like rubber these metal bullets with a plastic cap. You're getting shot at, and I'm running in the middle of the forest, and I'm trying not to get shot at because I'm picturing, oh shit, I'm really at war, and I don't want to die. Adrenaline starts kicking in when you start feeling one shot or anything like that. Once you're in adrenaline starts kicking in, at that point you need to control your perception of what's going around you. I have to analyze everything. She's human, and she probably she did fuck up, picked up her gun, because I can't sit here and say, oh, she definitely meant to shoot him. She definitely meant to shoot him. No, she definitely meant to stop him because he was black. But I can't sit here and say she purposely.
How many? I was just gonna ask, how many shots did she let off?
I think at 3. I heard
Okay.
3.
My question is, the taser that they would use, does it fire like a gun? Do you press it one time and let off, or do you keep? How do you fire?
No, you shoot it once.
So if so, if it's a taser, you shoot it once. Why would you shoot a taser 3 times? Even if you think it's a taser, why would you? You understand what I'm saying?
She
Like,
could probably had her fingers stuck on the trigger. Like everyone has shot at the M16. Serious. One thing one thing I will say though is I don't know how it is for every department, because a lot of people have also mentioned that she had to take the safety off her weapon, right? The same thing, you have to take the safety off a taser. But the thing is, going by security forces standpoint, our M9 is not on safety. Our M9 is on fire. So anytime you take it out, it automatically shoot. So I don't know if their department is like that either. She resigned. 100%.
so uh, I don't think they even thought she was in the wrong, because the police chief came out and basically said she fired by mistake, blah blah. Like, I don't think, and since the shooting, he has also resigned.
But that's the thing, though. Yeah,
It, the,
that's the thing, though. What was I gonna say? Damn, pregnancy brain. Hold on, let me think. Give me think about it.
no, yeah, like, so with her, I don't think she should have been allowed to resign. I think she should have been fired. Like, that's just what I believe right there. But also, she resigned because to save face. Like, at the end of the day, any employment, I don't care if it's McDonald's to the presidency. You know what I'm saying? Letting your 4 years go up rather than being impeached, quitting, resigning from a job rather than being fired, always gonna look better for future employment. So you allow her to resign because you don't believe she did something wrong, but the public outcry wouldn't allow you to keep her here at this certain police precinct. So you allow her to resign. So they don't even like. I don't believe they thought a charge would come for her. I'm thinking they thought she let her resign. She go on the radar for a little while, take a little vacation, and then come back, pop up at another police station in the near future.
I
That's
disagree. I'm gonna explain. I disagree. I'm gonna explain why. When a chief gets into the scandal or commander gets into the scandal of sexual assault, right? Do you think the Air Force automatically just kicks them out, or do you think, hey, like this looks ugly? The evidence that's piling up against you is not good. I would suggest you resign so you can still keep your pension.
so. You asked about the military, which is I feel like a little bit different, but also the military. I would say they will go from chief to tech sergeant and be discharged. Like I don't. I,
The whole scandal. Remember
you,
the B scandal where the MTIs were raping the yeah, remember that? No one did anything about it until the media got a hold of it, right? Now think about it back into the civilian sector. If that video wasn't publicated, she'd still have a job. But because it was, they I think they sat with her and said, "Hey, it looks better if you resign." And she got a lawyer. And it looks better that you resign because it shows that like you feel so bad that this happened that you
but
makes
that's
her.
what. That's my point. Though. That's my point. That's my point. You allow her to resign because it looks better for her future.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
But not because there's gonna be another cop or anything like that.
oh
But
no, yes, because of that. All of that is combined, in my opinion. All of that. Yes, that
yes, yeah,
maybe. Or I'm just saying, like, it just looks good. Like as a regular person walking down the, not necessarily walking down the street, but just for her conscience and her like reputation per se. Like not the saying though. You sit her down. You say, hey, it looks better if we could portray it this way. But they're obviously, they bring in the manslaughter charge. So um obviously the manslaughter charge itself is basically that of
I would say is 100% stupid. Why? Because for manslaughter, since it's second degree, if it was first degree manslaughter, you might see life. You might, but because it's second degree manslaughter, she'll probably get maybe like 50 years, 40 years, if that's the
she's not getting that much. That's the
max.
max. Oh, okay, that's the
That's max. Mind you, if you get first degree murder, you're getting charged life, or you're gonna get the death penalty.
so actually the Minnesota. I thought I thought it like it was a federal thing, but obviously when I looked up like her charge manslaughter thing, and it brought up a Minnesota statute. So I don't know if it's a state law or federal law, but either way, the actual Minnesota statute says no more than 10 years. So her max right now is 10 years with a $20,000 fine. Those are the max on both ends. Her fine or imprisonment. 10 years max, $20,000 max, or she could get both. Um,
I heard also that law enforcement in Minnesota, they can't get charged for murder, something like that.
I mean, that, I believe it. I haven't researched that yet, but I will believe it. But I believe. I know you just said now that you think she got more. Man, I would say 10 years because her max is 10 years. I
She's not getting.
She's not getting 10. Her max is 10. She's probably getting 3 or 4. Let's be real here, right? She's 7. Man, okay. I'm saying 3 or 4.
Look at why? Because she's former law enforcement. She will not survive in prison. I'm telling you, they treat former law enforcement in prison dirty as hell. There's no. That's what I'm. No, a hookup, yes, but COs can't protect everything that goes.
24/7.
Believe me, whatever happens when that CEO, whatever CEO tries to hook her up, when he go home to his family at the end of the night, and there's this other CEO that's black and says, you know what, fuck you, you rich. Guess what? I'm gonna let whatever was gonna happen to you happen to you.
Wow.
Come on now.
I man, I don't, I don't, even, I don't get it. I really don't understand it. I mean, obviously, everybody wasn't raised the same. Everybody don't view the world the same. I've heard so many black people like shit on other black people, or just in general saying like, "Oh, they not my people," per se, like stuff like that. And it's just like, but how and like how? Where did you get this mindset from? Or how you get this mindset from? So you have those black people, period, officers or not, that just for some reason don't are not down for the cause, right? For the betterment of the black race as a whole. But then when it comes to officers, more so, you have it to where it's a thin line, bro. Like honestly, I mean, it is a very thin line because you can easily get fired for doing the right thing. You can easily get fired for speaking up. So I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. But you have it where this type of environment is such, like you said, the Good Boys Club is such close knit that anybody that goes against them basically are the enemies, even if when they do wear the same uniform, every day, day in, day out. But I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to make no excuse for no black officer or white officer that don't speak up. But I mean, some people just look at it as a job and they try to provide for their family, and everybody.
No, but that's the thing though, because police officers on the outside they do get a lot of good benefits. What I'm saying is you see a lot of people protesting right now outside that are not cops. What I think will shake the table a little bit is just if you see black officers being like, you know what, fuck this. I don't give a fuck about my job. Fire me if you have to. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna stand up for what's right and start protesting themselves. But they won't do that.
They won't.
There's a lot of mentality, and I actually watched a TikTok video of this boy who was black, and he was talking about saying like a lot of people are saying that white people are racist, white people are this, white people are that, white people are killers, but no one's talking about black on black crime.
It's
No
no
one.
such.
And I'm saying like it is like such thing of you see a lot of like.
The way y'all use that phrase, there's no such thing. I don't believe it. Just in the way of that phrase being perceived, that's the part where I just hate it. I hate it. I hate it because how they use it. They use it as a negative on black people. Like, oh, why y'all care about officers killing on black man because black on black crime? That's so. What I mean by the phrase, why I say it don't exist, is because the notion of it being used, the way that phrase always been used. 80% of any crime is done by your own race.
100%.
And that's because the environment. It's not I'm gonna kill my next door neighbor because he black, or I'm gonna rob my next door neighbor because he black. No, I'm gonna rob you because you're close. I'm not gonna go 10, 15 miles to the white neighborhood, to the Asian neighborhood, or his like the Latinos. Because how am I get back? By the time I get back to the house, the police done made a call. They on my tail. You in the neighborhood. That's all it is. You can commit crimes based on your demographic in your neighborhoods. It's that simple, bro. I don't. I mean, the simple definition is just a black person killing a black person. It's simple. White on white crime, a white person committing crime, not killing. No, I don't use that phrase. I don't ever use that phrase. It's the same. So, but, I mean, because you said not doing nothing, and I would say it's hard. It's hard. Okay, play this. It's very hard, right? Because we all can agree, or we probably basically all know that if a black officer spoke up, or like you said, protest and say, "Oh, I don't care about losing my job," you have to say, if a black officer protests, he basically got to care about not losing a job, he or she, right? That's not right. Why should I have to be in fear of losing my job for speaking up? That's right. So at the end of the day, I don't, like I said, I don't know if it's right or wrong, because is it the right move to say no black man, black woman should become a police officer hold on.
You're wrong. No
Hold
way.
on. Yeah, let me finish. Is it right to say no black man or black woman should become a police officer because this group of people, because this organization is so corrupt? Or it's the right move to say, let's get black men and women in to eventually change the reputation of the police, change it from within. Because let's be real, it's a longer history of black people not being allowed to be a police than it is black people have been allowed. So this notion that, oh my God, the world's so fucked up, so wrong. Like, let's be real here. It was a lot longer. Slavery lasted a lot longer than what we have now, which is quote unquote civil rights and freedoms and shit, right? We're like 60 years into this shit where slavery and Jim Crows and segregation lasted over 200 years. So what everybody clamoring for is practically impossible. Is dead ass wrong the way people are treated. Don't get me wrong, but it's almost impossible to say I've been sitting on for 200 years plus, and then turn around in 50 years and we somehow equal with. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it started off. Black people was a chair. We was property, like legally document. That's not a figure of speech. Like, we was living not human. No, go ahead.
Shooter shot.
You have to look at it two ways. So let me go back to what you first looking at a black officer funny. I know plenty of people, mind you, I grew up in the hood, where a lot of minorities or a black kid would be like, well, I see all this crime going on in my community, I want to be a police officer. They look at a police officer like a police officer is supposed to help and change and do right. So I want to become one to help my community. So you can't look. But if they want to make a difference, you can't criticize them or judge them or look at them. But you can. Obviously, the change is not gonna. Okay. Yes. The best way when we go to war, right? And we're in war and we're fucking killing the Taliban or whatever the fuck. What's it called? There's the FBI, there's the CIA. When they're infiltrating freaking narcotics, when they're infiltrating the mafia or anything like that, you need undercover, do you not? Okay, exactly. Why? Because you need to see how these things work to either tear it down or be like, okay, this needs fixing, this needs fixing. But okay, but that's the thing. 30 years, believe it or not,
This ain't shit.
too short. It's gonna take a while. I actually no,
You look.
I told you this a couple days ago. I said the only way that you'll see real change is if you tear down the whole thing. Why? Because already the foundation of the foundation of this country, the government itself, started off racist. It started off bad. The only way you can fix the problem now, because obviously what we've been doing hasn't been working, is to tear the whole shit down and build it up again. But that's not gonna happen. So what you can do is give yourself peace of mind and make sure that you are doing right by what you believe, and because you are going to be the change. You're going to show the example of, hey, look, I'm black. I'm not going to let myself be whitewashed by these white motherfuckers. And I'm going to do right by my community. But that's the thing. A lot of people, a lot of black folks that are in the police force get whitewashed and forget where they came from, and they let everything go to shit.
It get corrupted. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure you heard the phrase "birds of a feather will flock together." So, yes. And eventually, if you're around something every day to day, and if you're not focused, if you ain't really focused, what I'm saying, on your actions, on what you're doing, you can easily get lost into that. You could easily get lost into that. What corrupt the corruption. You can easily get lost into the corruption of the police force. But no, I think we do need black officers, and I think you need to change organizations from within though. But you need black people. You need even if you feel like those kids are wrong for viewing that or thinking that way, right? At the end of the day, you still yeah. There's a lot of corruption. There's a lot of corruption going on with the cops. But I mean, if you're a black kid or a black adult, whatever, I have to believe that at the end of the day, if you see a black police roll up, you're gonna feel a little bit of a little sign of relief when you see a black car roll up. Hey Drew, they say they can't hear you on the mic though, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I can hear you. We can hear you fine. I just had somebody text who chimed in and said they wasn't able to hear you. I don't know. You've been fine to me this whole entire time though.
Nah, you?
I'm gonna chat right now. I can hear you still, bro. They say, Drew, fix your mic. We can't hear you. He said, there you go. I don't know which one came first. So. But I'll wait till Nat left too. I'll wait till she come back because
My bad. I was have to see the dog.
They say you good. They say you good now, bro.
I'm good.
That's what the chat right there said.
Ah, yeah, I see it. I see it.
So as it pertains to this lady though, man, if she's okay, she's trying to second degree murder, right? The max she should get is 10. I don't. Damn, bro. I can't even. So she's charged with second degree murder because what she did was reckless, right? Which I agree. That charge I agree with. But anything more than that, like I would not agree with, because at the end of the day, I mean, I don't think, dude, you can't. I don't care how much we hate the cops. I don't care how crooked they are, or whatever your thought is of them. When they pull you over and they tell you got a warrant, you can't struggle with them getting the handcuffs off and jumping in your car. Like, at the end of the day, if she would have came out and said she meant to shoot and kill him, I would have had no problem with the situation. The only problem I had with the situation, I would have had no problem. If she would have meant to shoot him, I would have had no problem with this situation whatsoever. The problem that I have is that she's saying she meant to discharge a freaking taser instead of a gun. That's why she's been charged with manslaughter, which is basically the definition of just a reckless act. That's true. She did a reckless act by saying that, but she should have never came out and said that. Like, because I think she would have been justified in shooting him. That's how I feel, bro.
Justified. Might have been resisting arrest, but he might have been resisting arrest. But yo, what can he do? He's sitting in a car.
No,
car. He's not running away with the car. He didn't take a gun at you. The only way you should be pulling out your gun is if you feel like your life is being threatened or you see a weapon. There was no reason for her to pull out even the taser at all.
What?
No, he did not hit her. He did not try to hit her. He was arguing. I heard all I saw in the video was them just yelling at each other. He did not physically put hands. So because you didn't physically show, hey, you're gonna hit me, I'm not taking out my taser or any of that. I might have taken my baton and hit you in the knee a little bit, but that's it. Like, there's no way. Mind you, if she would have taken out the taser and tased him, by him sitting down, it could have been lethal too.
I mean, no, but he's basically he's about to be under arrest, correct?
Who?
Daunte. What's his name? Daunte?
Daunte, yeah.
He was going to be under arrest, right? For the warrant. They put him over for the tag. They figured out he got a warrant. They was putting handcuffs on him. They got him out the car. They was putting handcuffs on him.
I didn't see that part. I only saw the part when he was in the car and she shot him.
Okay, it starts, well, the beginning of the video I saw, he was out of the car. He was standing up. And he was about to get handcuffs put on him. He fought off it was a male officer. She was behind. And he got in the car and she says, taser, taser, taser. Yo, Drew. Okay. Yeah, she says, taser, 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 and then she shoots him. My thing is, though, the car hasn't been searched yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
The car hasn't been searched yet. So if I'm telling someone they have a warrant out for the arrest, even if you know you have this warrant, because he claimed he didn't know you had a warrant, if you know or if you don't know, if my computer screen say you has a warrant, it could be wrong, it could be false, but the computer screen says you have a warrant. And we take you out of this vehicle. We haven't searched this vehicle yet for any weapons. We haven't searched it for, anything, possession, whatever the case may be. You fight off the police and you run back to this car. Like, you're saying, oh, obviously everybody saying, oh, man. And yeah, because when he finally died and crashed, whatever, they don't find a gun on him. But how the officer know it wasn't a gun in the car?
So how many officers were on the scene?
I don't know. I would say 3.
Okay, 3 officers. 2 of them could have been detaining him, would have been searching the car. If they gave him a reason to, if he gave him a reason to. Him arrest is a reason to search the car. But you see, law enforcement don't think that. Law enforcement think this is a black man. He's dangerous. Oh shit! I gotta keep my full attention on him.
I said that's true. The law always know the law.
Hey Mills.
Yeah.
I can say something for you real quick.
Go ahead.
So then, all right. So you just basically said that in a way it is his fault. I'm not gonna refute. Why? Because obviously he had a warrant, right?
No. It's not his fault for the warrant. No, it's his fault because
he was
resisting arrest, but you went into a considered like you went into the car. You went somewhere or risk while you running away from the police. You went somewhere where the police have no basically eyesight. Like police haven't. It's not like he was running down the street with his hands up. But we seen black people get shot like that. So I'm not saying he wouldn't have got shot because we see black people hands up, back turned, laying down, legs crossed, position. Black people been getting killed and shot. So I'm not saying he wouldn't have gotten shot. But when you run away and then you go into the car somewhere, these police, like I said, these police officers don't know what's in your car. You at the end of the day, we can hate the cops all we want, but I know the cop is afraid of me just because of my skin. You got to be aware of your surroundings, your situation. So if I know the cops are afraid of me just for being me, why would I run to the car? That's gonna make them the most afraid.
Because I'm scared.
I know she should be charged. She should go to jail. Don't get me wrong. But
you could tell
you're scared.
Terrified, bro. He's 21 years old. He's 21 years old.
That's a grown ass man. Don't give me that. Don't do this 21 shit.
Bro, I got pulled over one time. Ask Natalie. I got pulled over one time with Nat. I told you I couldn't talk. That's how scared I was.
Know that. Listen to me though. Listen to me. You can be scared, but at the end of the day, it don't. That I'm not saying that don't matter, but man, that don't matter. But I'm gonna say that don't matter. You can be scared, and you can't. You just can't. Like I said, the car thing. Him jumping in the car to me is where I'm like, okay, why wouldn't you want to shoot him? If I was a cop, I'd be all for black people. Point blank period. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like but if I pulled over, and I don't care if this person was black, white, female, male, if I'm about to arrest you, and then you escape, and you run to your car, 3 shots ain't enough.
Nah, you see.
Hey, you see, like this dude, man.
Look, bro, no, you can't.
3 shots ain't enough.
No.
Okay. Y'all want to do y'all doing the
one shot is right? Too much. Go ahead.
Listen. Let's do the real world. Right? No make believe, no what if. Do the real world.
Go ahead.
His skin is considered dangerous. Yes, no. Black people is considered dangerous. Point blank period. Right?
Yes.
Black people have a disconnect with the police for whatever reason. Well, we know the reason, but black people and police have disconnect. Correct, right?
Yes.
Police are afraid of black people, and black people are afraid of police. He was 21. You think he noticed? That's like he has to notice, right? He's a grown man. He's not 13, 14. Like where he probably his parents didn't talk to him about it yet.
The comments.
There's too many.
I'm trying to figure that out myself.
Look, there is a disconnect between black people and cops. Black people are afraid of cops. Cops are afraid of black people. He knew this when he got pulled over. Why would I give them? They are afraid of me just for breathing. Why would I give them something to even pull out the tape? You're saying, oh, because he's afraid.
Mills, you do shit. You act different under adversity, dog.
Dude,
you might not do that. You might not. But other people do.
Now look, listen. I watched 2 videos today. Okay, I was on TikTok all day today, and I was watching 2 videos. One of a white girl talking about an experience that she had being pulled over twice, and another video of this happened in LA where they got a phone call, and the woman on the phone was white, and she was saying, "Hey, I'm having a situation. I need you to send patrol down or whatever." She described the man as a white man boyfriend. The police roll up and say, "Well, she described him as a white man." But
we saw this. Yeah, we saw this.
Black man right here. I'm gonna handcuffs on him because I'm not sure if he's dangerous or not. They didn't even call for you, my guy. They didn't even call for him. And you mean to tell me that he's arrested and he resisted arrest, fighting? You see the girl come out literally in the camera, coochie and all, like on her in her
Yeah,
like what?
we saw this. We saw this. Remember?
But I'm saying is like you see it like if you don't resist arrest, you get shot.
Oh yeah.
If you resist arrest, you get shot. And on top of that, the second video I saw, it was this girl. She was saying that she got pulled over a couple years ago for going 35 over the speed limit. The cop saw that she was white. He was like, "Oh, nothing," and gave her a citation and said, "Just nothing. You're fine. Whatever the case, just please don't do that. Whatever." Literally years later, she gets pulled over, and her friend is in the passenger seat, who is black. The cop tells her to take out her registration, her license, and tells the black friend, "Hey, step out of the vehicle." Mind you, she was driving. She was the one. It was her car with a broken tail light, but the black guy has to get out of the car. Why?
Because the whole is you just said it. Throw the whole organization away.
You do it. You do it. You die. You don't do it. You die. You can't make these people happy.
Listen, it's not for us, and that's the bottom line. It's not for us.
It's not, and everything you said is true. Like you said, we went over that. We went over that video. It's a messed up situation. We have a lot of evidence. We have a lot of evidence at this point that cops are pro-white,
untrained,
anti-black.
Their adrenaline get to them. They don't have these. They should be having these workshops and like how in the military you have like these training days where like you be literally pissed off, like you have to sit there and like go over shit that you already went over. No, that should be mandatory. You should have a training day at least once a week to refresh the brain of your job.
I'll be honest with you, training day don't want to do jack shit. Two reasons why I think training won't do nothing. One is because for majority of people, period, police are not. But in this case, for police, right? For this case, police. Majority of police, let's say we talk about the white cops, right? When they pull over someone like me, they can't see themselves. They can't see their son. They can't see their nephew or someone like you. They can't see their daughters, right? So they're not gonna be lenient per se. They have no emotional ties in the situation. But when they pull over, like you said, that white girl, he can be like, "Damn, this could be my daughter." All right, here go your little citation. He pull over an old white lady. Damn, that could be my mom. Even we done seen incidents where the police gets into a physical fight with a white dude. Fighting. White dude could pull out a baton and beat the damn cop with his own baton. But the cop don't draw the weapon, because he be like, "Damn, that's gonna be my drunk uncle right there." They can't see that. They can't see that when it's a black. And they just. So that's one. Two, why I don't think training would help. Not say I don't think training would help, but I don't think training is the right route. I just think punishment. I think this cop getting time. Derek, the one who killed George Floyd, getting time. Cops got to get time. Like you got to get some type of repercussions. Like at the end of the day, if 100 cops kill 100 black people, whatever, like cops, and then 2 go to jail, that's 98% chance next time I kill someone, I'm not going to jail. What would stop me from pulling my trigger? There's a 98% chance I'm gonna get away with this. But if they start taking punishment, you're gonna look down the line like, damn, I can't kill this dude. Because if I kill him, my family gonna lose me. I'm gonna go to jail. I'm gonna lose my picture. I'm gonna lose my job. So let me pull out the taser. Let me pull out the baton. Let me whatever. But if I can period. Human nature is if you can get away, we're gonna do it. All of us, we drive cars almost every single day. If I could go 100 everywhere I go, down the school zone, down the highway, down the residential block, if I could go 100 miles per hour, I'm gonna do 100. I'm not doing 100 because I care about hitting some pedestrian. I don't not do 100 because I care about an accident. I don't do 100 because I don't want a damn ticket. That's the only reason why I don't do 100. It ain't because the other cars. So if somebody can do something to get away with it, you're gonna do it at the end of the day. So I just think the punishment, if the punishment would come along with it, that's where we would see the change, not necessarily from the training, because I'm pretty sure they're getting a training right now. Like for us, we in the military, right? We get green dot or red. I don't know what the sexual assault training basically.
Yeah.
Green dot.
Green dot, and sorry to say this, but females getting raped every day in the military.
That shit do not change and it won't change.
And we get green dot training so much. So it's not the training. You gotta punish. Okay, I can train you all I want, but it's bad people in the world at the end of the day.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Do you think racism, you're born with it or you taught it?
You taught it. That's not you. You taught it for sure. For sure.
All right, but now I got a question for y'all.
Go ahead.
I heard something today, and Shannon Sharp, and it made all the sense in the world. So if to tell the truth, the police force will not be defunded. The police force will probably be, in my personal opinion, because y'all sound mad optimistic, but in my personal opinion, the police force will never be, taken out, basically. What if any settlement that happens, for example, George Floyd's family got paid $27 million. What if the settlement for all
I think that was
police
a cop
brutality
out.
is
I don't
taken
agree.
out? Listen to me. Is taken out of the police fund. You get me? From their pensions. So when you directly affect a cop's pockets, would that incentivize them? Fucking stop. What do you guys think about that?
I think so. Money talk, bullshit walk.
Y'all bugging. Y'all hold on. Y'all think that if a cop's pocket starts taking a hit, you don't think that's gonna like make them stop?
No, she said she agrees. She said money talk, bullshit walk.
Oh, I'm sorry.
One thing you mentioned,
I'm sorry.
Taking the plea, whatever, of I think 20 million or some shit like that. Listen, if my daughter gets killed, may God, protect her. Best believe there's no money in this world that can amount. And I won't stop until I see those people that killed her behind bars. I'm not gonna take money. I can't. No way. You won't pay with your life.
You're not. But we're trying to make this shit stop. And if it's not stopping with your little spies that's doing 30 years in the fucking police force, if that's not helping,
like Mill say, it's gonna stop if they get locked up.
They not.
You're crazy. Yes, it will.
Who?
You think
anyone? What do you mean?
Cops that have killed black people get locked up. You don't think white people?
Who was the last white cop that got locked up for killing a black person?
It happened. We're talking about it happened.
If my aunt had a dick, she'd be my uncle. It's not gonna happen. Stop
it. Can't happen. This
but,
2021.
But it won't. It won't.
No.
Stop it.
There's a lot of transgenders out here. That's not. Hey,
it's a lot of what? It's a lot of what?
Hey, that's the road. That's the road. You can't use that phrase no more. Kim Kardashian got a dad and a mom, not two moms. So let's
fuck out of here.
Look. But real talk though, to what Lou said in the comments.
Yeah. We just the comments.
They show us so often these celebrities. They glorify in our neighborhoods. They glorify the celebrity. Oh, you want to be a rapper or an athlete or whatever else that ain't really has no power. They just for show, right? But like he said, you start like moving them to powerful positions. Like, okay, go be a lawyer. Go try to be a judge. Go be a politician, a mayor, a governor. That's where you gonna get the change. I mean, it's a lot, bro. It's a lot of work that needs to be done. It ain't no just one scenario. Ain't no one scenario gonna fix the situation.
It's no one optimistic.
No, it's
like I'm playing devil's advocate here. Actually, no, I'm not even playing devil's advocate because I've seen this shit happen. In a civil rights case, which is like let's say a police officer shooting a black person, you will never see a black judge. Why? Because they're gonna see it. Oh, that's biased. They're being biased. The judge is gonna lean towards them because he's black. So what do? Guess what? Well, the only option we have, because the only thing in this world that the government sees is either you're black or you're white. you're not in the middle. So guess what? I'm gonna pick the white judge, and 9 times out of 10, what does the white judge do? Go in favor of the white person. So not even being a black judge.
All right, so Lou says that they already don't get paid shit. It ain't stopping them. I don't know. I'm just just looking for a solution because me personally, with the whole qualified immunity that we just learned like nights ago, and how these cops blatantly shoot people in broad daylight and still get found not guilty. It's just like, I'm sorry, I'm not optimistic because I just don't see it getting better, and I don't know what makes y'all say or think that it's actually getting better. Kim Potter, I'll be honest with you, I did not expect that. I did not I did not expect her to get arrested. I did not expect her to resign. I thought she was gonna get 2 weeks of leave, a paid leave. Listen, I thought she was.
Her lawyer sent her to get resigned. Her lawyer told her, "Hey, turn yourself in."
That's the right move. Yeah.
Her lawyer. This is a.
I just didn't see it happening though. Listen, if she gets found not guilty, I would not be surprised, bro.
She will be found guilty. She'll be found guilty because
she'll probably be found guilty. She'll probably literally serve. This is my opinion. 1 year.
Ain't no way. If you get found guilty. That's not guilty to me. Go ahead, though. Go ahead.
The definition of second-degree manslaughter is literally paraphrasing an accident. Like paraphrasing, way a lot of words, but it breaks down to reckless or / accident. And you can't tell me you screaming out taser, 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 and you shoot someone.
I feel like that's
not reckless or
accident. I feel like that's a cop out.
What's that?
Okay, a taser weighs like 0.7 pounds.
No. But listen. It don't matter if it's a cop out or not. That's what we have on tape. You can't go try to charge her for first degree, second degree murder. Then she would definitely get off because you have no proof of that.
I agree, but I'm gonna tell you why it's a cop out. Because you give a black cop a gun and he shoot a white dude and he yelled taser, taser, taser 3 times. The results is completely different.
Yeah.
And that's my point why it's a cop out.
No, it's not a cop out. Why? Because you hear her in the video, she's literally out of breath, and then she's like, "Oh, I shot him." In order for it to be calculated, she had to be a really good actor. Then she Emmy award to this bitch, like Oscar, here you go. She had to be a very good actor because she was out of breath in the video. When she shot him, she was like, "Oh shit, I shot him." Like he was even talking no, so I don't think it's that. And another thing, you see a lot of black. The matter of fact, not a lot, but I think I saw this video a long time ago where a black cop shot a black person and they didn't even go to jail for it.
I didn't see that shit.
But
it happens. It happens all the time. This is a problem I have. There's a problem I have with the freaking media. And like,
but y'all still think that shit is gonna change? That's the problem I have with y'all.
One day, look.
One day. Oh, you have in this world.
Noah's Ark is gonna come through. The 7 plagues is finna hit us all, and that's how this shit is gonna stop. Come on now.
You negative over here, Mad Mopey. Always me.
Mad Mopey, Mad Realist. Dog. The dude that killed George Floyd is getting I think like 3rd degree murder. He not even getting 2nd or 1st. Like, I'm sorry.
You got to.
If he gets charged, I haven't had a cop get charged yet. So regardless, I don't care what charge he gets. As long as he gets charged,
you got to start somewhere.
A cell. That's literally moving up in
the win.
I agree. It is a start. To me, it's just a low hanging fruit start. I'm sorry.
You have to start somewhere.
Let's start somewhere.
I guess I'm the negative guy. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not negative, and you might not.
I'm just real with it.
Look, we might not see it. Like I'm not sitting up there saying like, oh yeah, before I die, I for sure will see where a cop gonna treat me equally and fairly. I'm not saying that. I don't believe that. If you want to put it like that, like in my lifetime per se, but just to beat up here and be foolish and say we started off as slaves and where we at right now, I'm gonna just say, oh, that's the cutoff. We would never proceed from here would be also as foolish. Like we started from nothing. Like we didn't.
So okay, so
from nothing.
So you just said that racism is taught, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And the whole institution of the police force is racist, right?
The whole justice system, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like the building blocks, its
All
history,
of it. All
everything.
of
Okay. So it's safe to say that the last racist it will probably be a cop, right?
it. Or just some drunk hillbilly in Alabama somewhere. But yeah.
And that motherfucker probably
Or
gonna teach another dude how to hate again.
Yeah. No, hey ain't gonna never go nowhere. This notion that y'all
So
want
how is
that,
it? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go, 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 go.
listen,
I
this
hate
notion that
cutting
y'all
people off.
think the world will ever be, oh, love thy neighbor. But no.
Well, that's my whole fucking point.
Listen, we're not talking about the world though. You're saying like that he gonna teach. Okay, what we need to do is get it to where stricter
hate.
the certain jobs. We not gonna play this. We're gonna never get out of every job, any job. I'm pretty sure we all done had a teacher that was racist. We don't have talk about police right now. We don't have fast food workers, whatever the case may be.
Co-workers, all that.
Co-workers, all that. So to sit up and say, oh, to try to get racism or hate out of everyone's blood, that's practically impossible. What I'm saying, what we're saying is like, okay, to where the system itself is not set up for a cop to get off for killing a black dude and you know what I'm saying, for the cop to not even protect himself versus a white person they pull over like that. But the person will even if the police system gets fixed, right? The system itself, like white man gonna get 1 year for weed, black man gonna get 1 year for weed. Not black man get 10 years for weed and white guy go to rehab. Like to where when the system becomes fair and legal, we're still gonna have a racist cop out there. We're still gonna have racist people. But I think it's a long way. It's a very, very long way from now. Like I'm not saying next week, next year.
If you were to
I
give it a time frame, when do you think that will come?
80 years.
So okay,
80 years
that would be
minimum.
like 3 generations, 3 to 5 generations.
Dude, our grandparents was born into segregation. So what am I somebody that's alive couldn't go to school with white people? Like I'm pretty sure the girl who broke that, I forget her name, but the little girl who first went to the white school, she's like 66, I think 67. That's a grandparent. She's a grandparent basically. That ain't no like this old walking 100-year-old woman. Dude, she's a basic ass grandparent. So how you want our generation 2, 3? Well, now it's another one now, but 3 generations later to say, oh yeah, we all fair now, equal ground. Like, come on, man. And then okay, Lou say black cops do shit like that to impress the higher ups and other coworkers. Unfortunately, they're the same Uncle Tom's for real, for real.
I agree.
You better run into a whole white policeman than a brother just to keep it to me because he's trying to prove something. I disagree. I mean, I just disagree.
You disagree with the notion that this applies to all of them, or do you agree with or you disagree that this applies to most of them?
I disagree that it's most, and I would still have rather have a black cop. I would still rather have a black waiter, waitress. I would still rather have
A black waiter and a black cop is two different.
no. This my point. Like I mentioned earlier, at the end of the day, I still want someone who's serving me because police is protect and serve, right? So that's why I bring up waiter because the definition is protect, serve, actual server, waiter. So listen, I rather have a black person. Look, I rather have a black person because at the end of the day, this person can possibly feel like, oh damn, that's my nephew. Oh, that's my son. Oh,
it's my uncle.
Whoever, yeah, whoever. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's that possibility. It might be a small chance, like you said. It might be some Uncle Toms out there, and he don't give a shit. He might go harder on me because I'm black. Don't get me wrong. We all see that, but it's a better chance. No, there's zero chance the white guy gonna be like, hey, this could be my son. At the end of the day, well, I guess interracial, but he can have a black son. But you get my point. There's still a better chance that a black cop be like, damn, man. Black police officer career is looked at more as a job of your choosing.
Let's ask Cash a question. I want to see if you think it's an honorable job.
At more.
So in that, just so you know, the comment is a police officer's career is looked at more than just a job of your choosing. So I asked Cash, as a black police officer, an honorable job.
I think so, because you are in a job that's scrutinized and predominantly white. For example, I was a cop, right? But a cop in the military is predominantly male, and I was one of the very few females that's in that. So I see it as honorable because you are part of the percentage that actually has the balls to do something, like be part of something that not many. There's not many of people that look like you.
Okay, if you were able to give a percentage of that those honorable men and women who are minorities who join the police force, join it for honor to serve their community, but eventually get whitewashed, how many you think percentage wise are do get whitewashed in the process?
Oh,
50-50.
no, I think if let's say if 50 people join, at least 50% of those people, yeah, get whitewashed.
50-50, dog.
Yeah.
Shit.
50-50.
I hope
It
I'm wrong. I swear to God, I hope I'm wrong. Cass says 60-40. Bro, I think it's 75-25.
Nah, it's 50-50, dog.
Bro, I remember I was like what 16 years old. I was down the shore for fucking I don't fucking I said 16. I'm 18. I was down the shore and shit. And I spoke to a cop. I said, "How do you feel about being a cop?" He said, "I'm just trying to go home, go home at the end of the day." And I was like, oh, "Okay, but why do you say that?" And he said, "Test me, and you gonna find out." To this day, I don't know what the fuck that means, but that's the only conversation I've ever had with like a black cop,
you,
a
you know
civilian
what
cop.
that mean?
Huh?
You know what that mean? He gonna kill you though.
Oh,
So
thank you,
I mean,
Lou. Salute think it's 70-30. I'm more
I,
into Lou.
I think it's 50-50. I think, but that's anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like that's anywhere you would go. Like even if we get some racist people, right? And be like, let's get these 5 racist kids and put them in, or 10. Let's say 10 racist kids, put them in 10 different households, but a black, 10 black households. Okay, I just feel like 5 of those kids gonna come out not racist no more. Like they gonna this still man,
Oh,
girl,
100%.
like so. I think eventually around a certain
What?
every
Yeah, I'm just laying down.
you're out certain people, you gonna change that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like you're gonna start whatever it is. You gonna gravitate to that people, man.
I just feel like I just think that so anytime I'm in a black community, what do I see? I see project buildings, I see poverty stricken streets, I see people crackheads walking all over. I'm talking about hood. Anytime I go into a suburb, I see white picket fences, I see big houses, nice lawns, beautiful dogs. I think that if you're a police officer and you go to your friend's cookout, black man, go to your friend's cookout, go to his white picket fence house, you see his white picket fence uh, neighbors, see how the Wi-Fi is, you just see the setting, like you're gonna be like, you know what, I could get used to this, and you might lose sight of what your motive is. You know what I mean, and that's why I think that the majority would convert, and that's when Nat says that, like that's the definition of what I think Nat says to be whitewashed. And for the record, it's nothing wrong with that if that's what you aspire to be. You become wrong after you say fuck you to your people
Yes.
and become one of them. That's what
Yeah.
I got a problem with. And that's why I think 70-30, like Lou said, I think 7 out of every 10 cops do say fuck you to their community. But let's read the
Nah,
comments. A good start would be policeman patrol their own neighborhood. I agree. Cash, I actually came up with I didn't come up with it. I was talking to Mills about the idea of having black people police black people. Having black
Oh.
huh?
No.
Wait, damn, all right.
We have talked about this. No.
Okay, well I believe that if you police your own people, you'll be more fucking compassionate or more fucking uh, prepared to handle them, if you will.
But crime will now. Okay, first of all, crime will not only go up, but do you
Crime
think?
will go up.
Yes.
Okay, how?
Yes.
How?
Okay, you know
Explain
what?
to
Let
me.
me. I'm gonna sound mad racist right now, but I don't mean to. But I'm gonna speak about my people. You mean to tell me?
Who are your people? Who are your people?
Okay,
Specify.
Hispanic.
Okay.
You mean to tell me that if you see a Venezuelan cop or a Puerto Rican cop, right?
I've never seen a Venezuelan cop a day in my life.
All right. So I've seen Puerto Rican
Ever.
cops. Matter of fact, and I'm gonna use my own mother as an example. My mother would see a Puerto Rican cop. Oh, what part of Puerto Rico you from? Oh shit, I'm from this part. Yada yada yada. And start talking about family, kumbaya, whatever the case may be.
But they not being
My mom do
professional
some
no
illegal.
more.
Okay, my mom do some illegal ass shit. 100% sure if it's the cop that's patrolling the thing, the cop would be like, "Oh no, you be alright."
Then he's 100% not. He should 100% not be a cop. He's not professional enough
But-
to be a fucking
But
police
that's
officer.
the thing. You can't be I can't be Me and you are together, right?
I don't
can't
know.
be
I don't know no more. Fuck that. I don't know about this shit no more.
Anyway,
Yeah, I'm stupid.
I'm about to replace you. Anywho,
Look.
I can't be professional when it comes to you. If someone tries to, like, let's say if I see like a cop trying to arrest you, God forbid, or someone getting smart with you, you best believe I'm gonna be there and be like, "What's good?" You get what I'm saying? Like, I can't be professional with you, just like I know that you won't be able to be professional to me if something's being done to me or if I'm getting locked up or something like that. If we build a relationship, there's no way you can be professional. I'm sorry, there's not. You just fucked the professional line up.
So then,
Drew-
I'm go ahead. I'm sorry.
She right, you wrong. You and Cash wrong. He said neighborhood they was raised in patrolling. You're crazy. Like she said, dude.
Okay.
If I'm raised in this
agree with
neighborhood,
that.
I know the little weed boy, dope boys. I went to school with them.
They're just trying to get their own
You
survive.
not, yeah.
I'm not gonna mess with that hustle.
Yeah, you not. It's gonna be
Okay.
hard.
All right. I never said that it wasn't gonna be hard, but if you do the right thing in your community, if you're a little boy,
hold on.
Go ahead.
So you said so is the right thing? Because now you said the right thing is to go.
If you're breaking the law, yes. If you're breaking the law, if your cousin is breaking the law and you're a police officer, the right thing to do is to, you know what I mean, do what you got to do.
Okay, first of all, so then I was a badass cop because I used to let people on base with no cap.
Don't incriminate yourself. Why would you do that?
I'm not in anymore. I used to let people on base with their driver's license or be like, who's
to revoke your retirement. You better stop.
What squadron you from? I remember that. Go ahead. Probably got a terrorist in base. Like, so what does that make me, a bad cop? No, it's just like I know shit happens.
Hold on.
Lou, what's the crab in the bucket mentality? Crab in the barrel mentality that's going on right now.
Nat. So Lou said, I wish I could have made this debate, but bro, didn't hit me up. I did hit you up. I definitely hit you up specifically. I'm tired of this crab in the barrel mentality. I do want to know what's crab in the barrel mentality. Also, Real is a sports talk. I forgot to give you a shout out. Thank you for tuning in. Man. But okay, but no. Like, I'm definitely with Cash. Stop thinking about the bad cops. Word, like, if I want to be
is not going to arrest a person trying to live.
A good cop should not shoot another person for whatever fucking reason either.
I got a question.
All right, but it happens. So how can you justify one side of it and not justify the other?
Because the other side lives. That's why.
Listen,
other side is not murder.
No. Either the color of the wall is pink or it's white. It can't be both.
It might be purple. Who the fuck knows? I just want one side to live. Go ahead, Mills.
Drew, I got a question. Everybody, who tell me that. How much? Because y'all saying the bad cops and good cops do, right?
Yeah.
what is the percentage y'all think out there are good cops?
What
Because I would
makes
say that's only at like 20-25%.
What's a good cop?
I don't know. Whatever you think a good cop is, what you think. No, honestly, we all can't, because now
you
they say
can't
a good
answer
cop
that
is
question though. Why? Because everybody has their own opinion
own
and their
opinion. Yeah.
interpretation.
So he's
So
asking
there's no wrong
what's your,
answer.
but he's asking what's your opinion.
No.
If you think it's 100%, just say 100%.
No, I'm asking like how many what you think percentage of the cops are good cops and bad cops? I only think it's 25% of cops are good cops. And what I would define as good cop.
Bro, it's really fucked up. It's really fucked up because I think there's so much things that go to be a cop. By definition, I'm gonna go 40-60, 40% good cop. I can't. Okay, so so Cash says 70-30 until it becomes personal. Cash, after it becomes personal, that it goes to 100% bad cop. 100% back, in my personal opinion. And then Lou said, to put it in simplest form, if I can't
8%.
have, you can't type shit. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I get what Lou said. Basically said like crab in the barrel. I mean, I understand the phrase crab in the barrel.
Explain it.
No, so crab in the barrel, like you said, if I can't have it, you can't have it. So basically, let's say whatever, we from the neighborhood, and I um I'm about to go to Harvard, and I probably wanted to go to Yale. I didn't want to go to Harvard, but you wanted to go to Harvard. You're gonna try to do something to stop me from going to Harvard. That's what he mean by crab in the barrel mentality. I was just saying in an aspect of this particular conversation, I didn't get what part of this conversation was crab in the barrel mentality. But for me, with the good cop, bad cop, now you can answer with your percentage. So I say 25% good. So I think 25% are good, like actual good, go do the right thing, could speak up. What I qualify as a good cop, right? All that paperwork, don't kill anybody. And I think 25% are actual dirty cops. Either that's they sell drugs themselves, they not bribe, but they
Extort.
blackmail
Lou,
people that do that. Like,
Lou, you can't text the N word in the chat.
where you see that at?
He just it just asks me permission if I can.
Oh, I just hear a bunch of stars.
Yeah.
So I think 25 and 25, right? But I think the other 50%, I think those are the ones who come and be like, oh, this is just my job. They don't speak up. To me, that makes you a bad cop. So that's why I say only 25 are good. Like, I'm not saying 70% are actually acting bad or committing crimes or whatever the case may be. But I think it's a majority of them that do not speak up and just won't. But to me, that makes you a bad cop. If you can see someone killing people and just going about your day, go home and go to sleep, like nothing happened though. So
I mean, I agree with you on the percentage.
So just to specify what my definition of a good cop is, if I'm going 5 over the speed limit, pull me over and give me a ticket for going 5 over the speed.
Okay, first of all, knowing you would tell a cop to suck your dick.
five.
Knowing you,
I would never tell a cop to suck my dick. You,
babe,
no,
you're not about to say it.
You want my daughter to be fatherless before she even born?
Yo, don't stay here. No,
you
capping right now.
I'm capping.
No,
not a cop. Not a cop.
If it was an undercover cop, you best believe.
But nobody said undercover though.
He's still a cop, isn't he?
But I don't know he's a cop.
Okay, babe, it was just literally we were driving the other day, and this guy had like a cop shoe in his car, and you said "fuck out of here, still gonna suck my dick," and you ran, you literally sped off
from the privacy of his own car, though.
Facts. He was in his personal vehicle with the shield. He off duty. I don't count.
A cop is never really off duty.
Man,
that's something else.
Fuck out of here. But
hey,
anyway.
look, Drew,
no, you capping right now. You dead ass capping. You mean to? I got matter of fact, I almost got a ticket for going over 5 5. You didn't sit
Yeah.
there and be like, well, you deserve that ticket. Nah, instead it was
Five,
like, the
dog.
fuck you going over 5
I'm
for?
with you.
Everybody goes over 5.
Natalie, Nat, listen to what I'm saying to you. A good cop is a cop that upholds the law. If I go 15 over the speed limit, I'm praying to God you're a bad cop and you don't pull me over. Those are two different things that I'm trying to get at.
But you ain't mentioned 15, you mentioned 5.
Okay. If I'm going 5 over the limit, I'm
You telling the
praying.
cop to suck your dick.
No,
That's just you.
no. How? I'm wrong. I went 50 on the 45. I'm wrong.
You still gonna tell the cop? You be like, everybody do it. Look at that motherfucker in front of you.
Yo, Nat. You sound like you a fed.
Right now.
You sound like you a fed. Like you telling it all. You told my whole life story about what I said.
Read the comments,
You
bro. Read
capping.
the comments. Read the comments.
Let me see. I know who I'm not committing any crimes around. Hey, so Lou said, I know who I'm not committing any crimes around. Shorty gonna tell it all.
Hey.
Nah, I'm not a snitch. No, I'm not a snitch. But you over here capping. You making it seem like
You're not a snitch, but you saying I'm capping it.
I'm
and
a good Samaritan. Like you, no, don't sit here and be like, oh, I'm a good Samaritan
who is
white
this?
man with the white picket fence.
Give me my ring back.
You a gangsta?
Hey, look.
You a gangsta ass
Cut it.
guy.
Cut it.
Give me my ring back. Who
I got
are
a question,
you?
though. I got a question.
I got both of them
Y'all
on.
crazy.
Which one you
Look, I
Take
got
got?
a
that
question,
shit
man.
off now. Like, who are you?
Shut up.
Bro, this shit come out on the live stream in the comments, son.
Look. No, I got a question, though. I got a question, man.
Go ahead.
This somebody text me this question.
Nah, hold up, man. Let me talk.
Sorry, nah, you a capper. That's it. I'm changing your name.
He cap, bro.
Lou say you just snitched, beloved.
I didn't snitch. I'm just telling him to be who he is.
Okay, so you didn't snitch. You just reported. I get it.
I'm a snitch. No. If I'm a snitch, you a liar.
I will be a liar every day of the week and twice on
untrustworthy.
Sunday, as long as I'm not a snitch.
If you a liar, no. If you a liar, I can't trust you. And if I can't trust you, guess what? You equally to a snitch. Are you not?
No.
Bro, yo, I swear to God, the denial is real. If I can't trust you, I'm a.
Yo, new phone. Who this? Like, for real. But Mills, go ahead, bro.
So I'll go ask a question. Somebody had asked. Somebody text me. So do y'all remember the situation? The situation where the female cop, she went inside the man's house and she shot him, killed him, whatever. She thought it was her own house, whatever.
Yeah. She was mad. She was fake crying.
She was fake crying.
She got fired, didn't she?
No, I think she resigned and she like said something about, right? Oh, like I deserve. She was like, no, I think she did an interview and said, oh, I deserve to get charged and go to jail and all this bullshit.
Okay, so do you remember at her court case, the brother of the killed guy, like forgave her, gave her a hug?
That shit was stupid as fuck.
That was gonna be my question. What did y'all take on forgiving or hugging it out with your family's murderer?
You know what I think it was? He got some money out of it.
So you think money will make you go hug the person that killed him?
100%. If you
Okay.
Not me. Because like I mentioned earlier, if someone were to do something to somebody I love, the way I see revenge is I want your money. I want you to.
All right,
if you kill somebody, yeah.
I incriminate yourself, guys.
I'm theoretically talking. Anyways, what I'm saying, what I think it was is like they spoke like privately, and it came into a settlement privately between the lawyers, and that's why he was like, "I forgive you." Because if you mean to tell me that you walk into my house, you shoot my sister, and I'm gonna just forgive you like nothing happened? No, there has to be a motive. Something behind the scenes had to happen for you to push me to that. And money talk.
What if he's a God-fearing man and he believes in the Bible where it says that thou shalt forgive?
Get the fuck out of here. No.
No way?
No.
No way?
Because the Bible is the first book that talks about murder.
Yeah, but the Bible also talks about forgiveness.
Okay, the Bible, no offense, and I'm a Christian woman, it contradicts itself a lot.
Hold up. How long did the case go over? That's just asking.
Which one? The what about the woman?
Yeah, about the girl.
And literally, I think it lasted a couple months.
Damn, I forget what city it happened in. I'll look it up real
I
quick.
forget her name.
Man, so that's the problem I have, like, just internally, where I be like, wait, this one, and they be like, nah, this other one. Like, it's just too many
And that's
killings,
the
man.
issue, son.
That's the
And
part that
that's
gets
the
me, dude.
issue.
It's so many you can't even freaking remember
Can't.
which. Oh, I'll
Bro,
look it up.
nobody even talks about nobody even talks about Eric Garner no more. Like nobody talks about the guy
You
who
gotta.
listen, the guy who was running in the neighborhood and he got like gunned down. I
Audrey,
forgot.
Aubrey, something like that. Aubrey.
Yeah, you have to look at it. You
Ahmaud
have to
Arbery.
look,
Yeah, I'm
no,
Aubrey.
yeah, you have to look at cases that what's it called, like cop and killing a black person. You have to look at them not like murder cases or like homicide trials or anything like that. It's called civil rights. So because they look at it civil rights, the state is not gonna most of the time the state is not the one charging the cop for the murder. It's the family that's pursuing charges. So if the family comes into a settlement, guess what? All charges are dropped, and whatever
Oh,
they come to agreement with is what happens to the defendant.
okay, so I did a quick research, and this is from Wikipedia. First paragraph on there says she wasn't charged at all. Like, she wasn't even arrested for a couple of days. And then once when the media got a hold of it, of course, she was first charged for manslaughter, and then they was like, media, like, that's not enough. It was upgraded to murder. 2 months, yeah. So she was first she was charged with manslaughter. 2 months later, they upgraded to murder, and then on October 1st, 2019, she was found guilty of murder. She has a 10-year sentence at this moment.
10
So
years.
it happened in 2018. The killing happened
Wow.
in 2018. Her sentence was exactly 1 year and 1 month later, from September of 2018 to October 2019. So 1 year and 1 month to answer Black's Cash question about how long was the case and whatnot.
Hey,
A
hey,
year.
hey, Lou said, bro, please don't read no shit off Wikipedia. They be capped.
Damn, my bad. I ain't okay. I'll go to another website for you, Lou. Hold on. Give
No,
me a
but what's
second
it called? No, it sounds about right
So,
because court
so
cases
Cat,
though.
go ahead, baby, go ahead.
Court cases don't literally don't get resolved. This car accident cases that last like 2-3 years.
So, Cat say time heals.
1 year though.
No, matter of fact, I'm mad. I'm mad right now. Why? Because fucking what you just read. Do you remember them saying that in the media that she got 10 years? I bet not.
Never did.
You see what I'm talking about? Like you get a W, and is it shared? No. That's what I'm saying.
Yo,
Even
I
the media is
forgot
racist.
about her.
The
So
media is the whole. This literally, we're around racist.
okay, so for Lou, this website is called Texas Public NPR. I don't know the NPR, but whatever, Lou. Look, I found another website for you though, and it still says the census. The census was what I said, but I got another city. Say she's the first Dallas police officer convicted of murder since the 1970s.
So in 70
But
years or in 40 years, like
Mind you, it's
wait,
supposed to be a
70,
big
50
thing,
years
and
ago,
I don't
dude.
remember.
That's 50
50
years ago.
years ago.
I don't remember hearing it in the news.
Hold on though, I have to read Lou's comment.
Good.
Some of this shit be staged, but bro, be saying I'm a conspiracy theorist. This shit deeper than the naked eye can see. It keeps creating a roof. The biggest goal for the elite is for them to make everyone turn against each other for whatever reason and however they can do it if they do it. The elite don't fuck with nobody but each other. That's a
True.
fact.
That's
That's
a
a
fact.
fact. Listen, and we're actually coming to an end because we're basically at like our time. But we had to have an episode and we have to talk about what I told y'all about the 1% employing the 99%. You know what I mean? Like like that's a conversation that needs to be had. Because don't nobody want to talk about that. Like, you feel me? No, like nobody wants to talk about who the real elites are. Mind you, we don't know who they are. If you know, if you think you know them by name, you're wrong. It's not them. It's somebody that you'll never fucking know, you'll never fucking see, but they run the fucking.
The Illuminati.
You could call him that. You feel me? You could call him that. But at the end of the day, like, I feel like that's just something that they want you to think. Because again, they don't want nobody knowing anything. You feel me? Call me when you get off here, fool. Just wanted to stop and show y'all something. That's a fact, man. I'm gonna wrap it up. So thank you for tuning in. We had a lot of great viewers. We had a lot of viewers today. Great comments. I fuck with it.
Comment section, a lot of interaction.
Absolutely, I loved it. Yo, if y'all, this is what we need to do: interact, comment, subscribe, all that shit. I'm gonna post this on YouTube. I think on YouTube I have a Facebook page and all that shit. Listen, I'm still getting used to this shit. I want to say thank you to Nat, my fiance, my baby mother. She's due soon. We were supposed to talk about parenting, so you are gonna have to come back at another time.
We got 10 more minutes. Go,
Fam,
Tim.
we're not talking 10 minutes about parenting. Fuck that.
Why not?
Yeah, right now I'm on the floor cramping.
Let's talk about your.
I
Let's
gotta
talk
pick
about
her up from
your
the fucking
bad
floor,
person. You
son.
have your baby on the floor right now. Your unborn child.
My baby mom's is on the floor. I gotta go pick her up, so I gotta wrap up. You feel me?
Nah, I'm messing.
For sure. Mills, you got something?
Nah, man. Like you said, just good talk as usual. Definitely live chat. The comment section was live today, so
I wish I could have seen it. I probably would have been laughing.
no. I mean, so we learned,
arguing.
don't do no crowds around that. She gonna snitch on us.
First of all, I'm not gonna snitch. I just don't like liars and cappers.
Nah, you
Be
good,
who
you
you are,
good.
and that's it.
Nah, if I rob a bank, I'm gonna make sure you sleep. We're never going. I'm gonna give you mad melatonin.
I'll be the getaway driver. What do you mean?
Getaway. So where the fucking police officer or something? Fuck out of here. The precinct.
Nah,
You know what? After this, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
But you on the floor. I gotta go pick you up first.
Call Colonel. No.
All right, man.
All right, bro.
Thank you, Nat. Thank you for everything. Do you have anything else to say?
I'm good.
I bet.
I just want to get off here. The floor hurts.
Good night, folks. Have a good one.
Is there?
One.